Some 5 years after Orville and Wilbur Wright got airborne for the first time at Kitty Hawk, aviation got its first military test during World War I. That's the era Origin is looking to recreate with Wings of Glory, a flight simulation that uses modern CD technology to bring back the dawn of flight. You're an American attached to a British RAF squadron stationed at the Western Front in January of 1917. Starting as the pilot of a basic Sopwith Puck, you'll work your way up through the ranks, flying 5 different Allied machines against 13 different German aircraft. Kevin Potter, a member of the Origin design team, says the historical accuracy of the game should prove to be quite a challenge for flight simulation fans.
These are pretty rickety machines, and you start out in a Sopwith Pup. The wings rip off very easily on it if you go into too steep of a dive. The wing shearing was a pretty common problem with it. They didn't have a lot of power, for your first 9 missions in this game, you're flying a Sopwith.
You can fly in missions provided by the computer, you can create your own mission, or you can simply run the gauntlet, which allows you to test your skill against an endless stream of opponents. When you fly missions, you find yourself in the middle of a storyline that's affected by your success, or lack thereof. There's even a traitor in the game that you can help discover. According to Potter, the designers were looking for a definite World War I flavor.
That's the unique part about Wings of Glory, is that we based this on a B-grade type movie. There's a storyline all the way through. Your character advances, you accumulate kills, rank, medals, the whole works, just like in the Wing Commander series. So it's based along the same formula that we used for the Wing Commander game. You have your basic briefing where they tell you you're going to go out and fight these people. This is your mission. You go out and fly your mission, you come back, they give you a debrief if you're alive.
In addition to adjusting the difficulty level of your opponent, you can play around with virtually every component of the game, up to and including allowing head-on collisions and blocking out the glare of the sun. This dedication to realism extends to the soundtrack, which allows you to hear the drone of your engine and the creak of canvas. The game is powered by an enhanced version of the Strike Commander engine. Midway through the design process, Origin decided to convert Wings of Glory to run in 32-bit protected mode to keep the game's frame rate at or above 10 frames per second. Once you're airborne, your cockpit is an accurate recreation of the plane that you're flying. Your line of sight from the cockpit is 180 degrees, which allows you to look behind you to see if an enemy is gaining on you. You can also choose from a number of different viewing angles, including an option that allows you to lock your view on your target. The flight recorder in Wings of Glory allows you to relive a particularly successful mission, or a particularly spectacular crash. The recorder allows you to review your sortie from all of the available camera angles. Wings of Glory taught me one new piece of information. The Germans were apparently much more concerned about the looks of the planes than the Allies in World War I. A lot of the German planes, to put it kindly, were garish. The Allied designs were much more conservative, relying heavily on good old-fashioned green. Creaking canvas, wild fashion statements, flying zeppelins. It's all part of Wings of Glory, a faithful recreation of World War I which provides an entertaining history lesson for flight sim buffs. The game's even kind enough to give you a proper burial if you should come to an unseemly end.